We gotta get into it. We all know that 21 Savage started this whole the streets movement, and all of Atlanta is backing him up. And Gillie and Boosie.
Chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, Chicks.
Chick Smooth. Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh man, we are seeing an intellectual warfare like we've never seen before in hip-hop, you guys.
Yeah,
this might be the first time in hip-hop that we now have street guys going against street guys. The street.
Yeah, man. I mean, they said F the streets, so rapper taking the cut. Oh yeah, that's right. He's not. I keep forgetting that he's from the UK.
Streets have not been this confused since 21 Savage got arrested by ICE a couple years ago. Now, a couple days ago, a bunch of
I think that was how they found out he was British.
Of the streets. This all started with 21 Savage. Young Thug supported it, Pooh Shiesty as well, G Herbo, YFN Lucci, and so many other rappers. Well, 2 days later, it seems that this F the Streets movement is really triggering some people. Yesterday, Boosie said, yo, if the rappers are gonna say fuck the streets, y'all need to stop rapping about them. Stop double dipping. Rap about fruits, college courses, and stand out the streets. If you're from the streets, the streets you to the man you are today. Your mindset, your hustle, your intuition comes from the streets. Your support came from the streets. Yes, I want every kid to make it out the streets. That's what we all want. But I'm never saying fuck the streets.
And that, in there, he just said it. That's the point. That is the reason why saying F the streets was such a bad move. Because we all come from different backgrounds. We all come from different walks of life. But a lot of us came from some very unsavory situations. And if you just say, fuck the streets, you're basically giving a middle finger to everybody in that community that helped shape you into the person that you are today. Even if you did make it out of the streets. You know, that's a slap in the face to everybody who really stuck together to survive in that element. Because yes, while the streets the streets are dangerous, but what makes it possible to survive is the community. People joining together to protect one another and to look out for one another. And to really just sit there and make it out of the hood and then turn back to the streets that made you and say fuck them just because your fucking album wasn't popping like it used to. Like, that's genuinely disrespectful. That would be like me, you know, repping my hood. I know where I come from. And yes, I acknowledge that it was not a great place. But I would never say fuck my hood. Never. Because it keeps you humble. It reminds you of where you came from. It keeps you grounded in reality. Knowing that there is a worse situation for you. Because you already know that there's a worse situation because you lived it and you overcame it. That is your testimony. Making it out of the streets, making it out of struggle. So for you to go and say fuck the streets because you didn't get what you wanted one time because you didn't want to put any effort into your work and people saw it for what it was and didn't like it. Like, how fucking childish of you. You ungrateful son of a bitch. All of these Atlanta rappers. And that's why nobody's rocking with y'all anymore. Because y'all just ungrateful. Ungrateful motherfuckers. The streets literally build your careers. You got too comfortable at the top. You started putting out half-ass shit. No effort. Slop. You started throwing N-words in your fucking rhymes, hard ERs in your raps, and you just expect the streets to rock with that? The same streets where, 40, 50 years ago, that very word that you were uttering in your song was being used against your mama's mama and her mama and your granddad and his father? Unironically, you really, really thought it was a good idea to hop on a track and start spitting N-bombs, knowing what our ancestors had to go through. And now you mad. Now you want to say fuck the streets. Because we didn't all turn into a bunch of racists like y'all. Fucking tell them, Boosie.
Responsible for our success. Don't forget, Every successful independent record label started from where? The streets. All your
That one.
music came from the streets.
That
Your
one.
baby mama, you met her in the streets. So if it's fuck the streets, don't rap about them. Simple as that. Show the world and fans how good of an artist y'all is and take the streets all the way out your rap vocabulary. I want to hear it.
I like that. And I like that he issued them a challenge. He's like, if it's fuck the streets, all right, then don't use the streets as a fucking crutch anymore. Since y'all been using it as a fucking handicap, take that shit off. Since y'all want to say fuck the streets, don't use it anymore. Don't talk about it in your music. Now you gotta actually be creative with your music. Now you gotta talk about something different. Now you gotta talk about something that's actually challenging for the mind. And not the streets. Since y'all want to say fuck the streets.
Boosie actually hopped on video and explained
Oh,
exactly
no.
what he means. Here's
All
what he
right.
said.
Hey, all these people saying fuck the streets and all this, I'm not with it. Because I am. You
Boy
know,
got
I'm
some
a
big
fan of
ass
the
rocks
streets.
on
That's
his
what my
ears.
love is. That's what my
God
genuine
damn.
love that they love
Those
me.
diamonds? Some big ass rocks. Golly. The way my head would have felt 10 pounds heavier wearing them bitches.
I'm always speak up for the streets, bro. We talking about how it traumatized it. Yeah, it fucked us up, but it made us.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back. I'm just so distracted by these fucking
That's what he
tennis
means.
balls
That's
that
what he
you
said.
got on your
Hey, all these
earlobes.
people saying fuck the streets and all this, I'm not with it. Because I am, you know, I'm a big part of the streets. You know, that's what my love is. That's what my genuine love is. They love me so much. You know, and I'm always speak up for the streets, bro. We talking about how it traumatized it. Yeah, it fucked us up, but it made us success stories.
That one. You better fucking talk about it. You better fucking talk about it, Boosie. I never thought that I would hear sense coming out of Boosie's mouth. But he is always, he's a little bit of a crash out. I'm not gonna lie. This nigga's funny though. He's a clown for sure. But just, this is what we need to hear. This is the shit that we need to hear. Especially for the people that are in the streets. Just, the streets, yes, they're rough. Yes, it's traumatizing. But it made you stronger. If you survived, it built your endurance. It made you a success story. It made you a living testimony. Come on now.
Somebody who was traumatized by the streets, it made you a success story to lead them streets.
Yes.
Streets made everything. Hip-hop, NFL, NBA. All these are people who come from the, most 60% are from the NBA are from the streets. All athletes are from the streets. They had to play ball to leave the streets.
That one.
So so the streets got success stories. This shit ain't all trauma.
No,
Trauma
it's not.
turned into success. Let's keep it real, bro. Like,
Yes.
man,
And he's right. Athletes, musicians, actors, entertainers, 80% of them are from the streets. And it's not just black people, y'all. It's not just black people, it's white people too. There are a lot of white people out there that came from some grimy ass hoods. Fucking the biggest case scenario, Eminem. Where the fuck did he come from? Detroit. And we're not talking about Detroit today, little baby gentrified Detroit. We're talking about the trenches of Detroit. Back when Detroit was at the top of the most dangerous cities in the country. At the top. Before Baltimore decided to show its natural ass and take its place. He came out of Detroit. Started rapping to get out. And he made it. He didn't say fuck the streets. All the people that came from Texas, Louisiana, Atlanta, New York, Chicago, Compton, did they say fuck the streets? I don't think so. All the people that came out of Baltimore, athletes that came out of Baltimore, did they say fuck the streets? When they lost a game? No. Because they understood that that's their support system. You can't be at the top and destroy your fucking foundation. A building cannot stand if it doesn't have a foundation to stand on. Because then that building is just going to topple over because you no longer had that support system holding you up because you basically destroyed it. You burned bridges that you didn't even need to burn because you got in your feelings, because you let your ego get the better of you. The streets is what made us. It builds our character. It builds our strength. And even back then, the streets were rough. But you know how we got through it? We got through it through family, community, hard work, perseverance, and God. We kept our spirits intact. As much as the streets and the people running the streets were trying to break our spirits, we didn't let that happen. Because we knew that we could rise above it. And we did. We did. So for you to turn around and say, fuck the streets, after you made it so far, you got too comfortable at the top, dude. You done forgot where you came from. All these Atlanta people done forgot where they came from. They done forgot that they're black. And they are getting a very, very rude awakening. It's happening. It's happening in real time. Like the company man said, it's all happening. Like Coach Contra said, it's all happening.
Like, nah, man, we ain't finna be on no fuck the street shit, especially if you done made it off the streets.
That one.
Come on, man. Like, take the streets out of all our music. Take street shit out, all our music. Mm-hmm. Who are we now?
I ain't even gotta say nothing. I don't gotta say nothing. This nigga over here preaching. He preaching. What a profound question to ask to these rappers. If you came up from the streets and you take those streets away, who are you? Genuinely. That is such a fucking powerful question. And the fact that this question is being presented in the hip-hop industry, of all places, is phenomenal. This is what Black progress looks like, y'all. We are understanding the assignment here. People are waking up and they're realizing, they're gaining knowledge. They're questioning people. They're holding people to a higher standard. I love this shit. The streets are growing up, and the ones who refuse to grow up are being left behind. This is a beautiful time in hip-hop. Whoever said hip-hop is dead, I'm sorry, bro. Stay in your little dingy-ass hole, wherever the fuck you lurk at, in the swamps of Reddit. Just stay over there. Stay your ass over there. We don't need y'all. But I'm gonna let you keep talking, Boosie.
Who are you now without that street message that you preach to everybody? Who are you now? Yeah, man, so that ain't cool, right? I'm not with the fuck the street shit. I feel like y'all using that as a gateway for when y'all get in trouble. Everybody saying fuck the street, when by the time y'all get in trouble, now y'all have a gateway. I'm telling, fuck the streets. I ain't going for it. I'm standing up, man.
Narella,
that one. A wise man once said, stand for something or fall for anything. I'm glad to see our Black men standing up for some shit for once. Standing on their business, on their integrity. Oh, I'm sorry, Slay. I hope your headache goes away. Did you take anything for it? Or you putting ice on your head or something? Because sometimes I do that. I'll take like some Excedrin or some ibuprofen sometimes if it's too bad. Cocaine cowboy's crazy. Boosie is a real street nigga, yes. And I applaud him for standing on integrity and defending the streets. And he acknowledged this is what maturity looks like. Acknowledging the flaws in your surroundings, acknowledging the flaws in where you came from, but still being proud of it anyway because of who it turned you into, because of how you made it out. Just the sheer perseverance alone. That is real maturity right there. Is acknowledging, no, it's not perfect, but it's mine. And I'm still proud of it because that's where I came from. I was born here. This is my past. This is my foundation. This is what built me up into the man that I am today, and I will always show appreciation for that. Even with all of its bumps and its imperfections, it's still mine and it still means a lot to me. I really love that. That is maturity. Even as you can be a street nigga and have maturity. Like, just, I appreciate this message, bro.
Did respond back to Boosie, and here's what he said.
Fine, I'm gonna need you to send this to them, because maybe I'm confused. I thought that we hustled in the streets just so we can get out the streets. Ain't nowhere in the hell we getting out of jail just to go back to jail.
That one. Who the fuck is coming out of jail just to go back in? Except for the ones that just want to be in jail. Like, because no average person wants to stay in prison. Typically, they try to get out of prison, or they try to lessen the amount of time that they spend in prison. So, okay, yeah.
Shit in the world. I don't give a damn how much you love the streets, crazy man. It is not a human being. That shit will never love you back, fool. How the hell a sidewalk gonna say something about a real certified street? I done been talked about by many. They done said everything they want to say.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see the drip.
Beat by none. So go ahead and say all that other sucker shit that you want to say about me. Tell your friends, I don't care. But we know, just because you done rolled in the Dodge and you got a pretty gun and all that shit, don't mean you're a certified street.
Gillie also came out and spoke.
That one. He said, flash your little toys, your little shiny guns, flash your chains and shit. You can rap all your lyrics and shit. But that doesn't make you a real gangster. Doesn't make you a certified gangster. Because real recognizes real. And if you want to play in the streets, then unfortunately, like, it's just gonna have consequences. Like, it's an element that you not in anymore. Like, if you out of the streets, then you gotta stay out. You can't say, you can't try to play both sides and then say fuck the streets when that doesn't work out for you. Because now you cut off your support, your life support. You done forgot where you came from. And the street niggas are not afraid to remind you of where you came from. But we're going to continue because I think we have one more person that's got to say something.
On the whole After Streets movement, and here's what he said.
Everybody in my DM, Gillie, how you feel about the rappers saying fuck the streets? And I mean, saying fuck the streets is a mentality. You feel what I'm saying? That's in the streets, that's trying to get some money, that's doing what they doing. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't saying fuck the streets.
Yeah.
And you can't be mad at because everybody's alarm clock don't come on at the same time. Everybody.
That's a very elegant way of putting it, actually. That's a good way of putting that. That was very, very well put. I like that. You can't get mad because not everybody's alarm clocks go off at the same time. Yeah. Like, because you can't get mad when, you don't see the results that you're used to seeing. Because you just put out half-ass sloppy shit and just expect it to do good because of who you are, because of your name. Like, You got to bring more to the table now, other than just your name. Because the name is just that. It's just a name. It's the person behind the name that truly matters. And if you're not showcasing the best of your ability to accompany that name, then that name will eventually fade into obscurity. Yes, a lot of the classic albums did come from the streets. So yeah, it goes even deeper than that. You're insulting every single classic rap album, every OG legendary rapper that came from the streets, and essentially you're insulting hip hop itself, because hip hop was born in the streets. That's where it was cultivated. It was born from that struggle. It was an outlet. It was a way for people to be creative and combine their skills and talents in order to make the roughness around them feel a little less suffocating. Yes, it was all we had to express ourselves, and the fact that you're just shitting on that, and like, it doesn't surprise me that 21 Savage said this dumb shit, because he said out of his own mouth, I don't really care about rapping. He was like, I don't really care about rapping, but I mean, like, I do, but at the same time, I don't. That came out of his mouth in a recent interview. So of course it doesn't surprise me that he would say that shit, because he never cared about the culture. He's a culture vulture just like Drake. He only used the culture to up himself. He was all for the streets when it was convenient for him, when it made him look good. But now that he isn't getting the attention that he wants, he feels like he no longer needs the streets. Now it's fuck him. I hope Kendrick speaks on it in his next song too. I feel like he's been speaking on it already. Like, that entire segment that he did on Not Like Us is feeling real prophetic right now.
Then you dumb as a bitch. You fucking AGOH acting goofy the fuck out here, man.
Call him a
let's
goofy.
be for real. Saying fuck the streets is about a mentality, bro. It's about, damn, I made it out the streets. Damn, I gave 20-something years of my life to the streets, 30 years of my life, 15 years of my life. Now, I made it out the streets. I can finally live comfortable and not have to worry about no dumb shit. Ain't got to look over my shoulder. Ain't got to worry about a nigga pushing my motherfucking banana pudding out my motherfucking head, man. So, it's a mentality, man. It's all about if your alarm clock came on fast enough or not.
Now, I told you guys a couple days ago, people feel like some of these rappers are only saying fuck the streets just so they can start working with Gunna, start doing music with him without any backlash. Meanwhile, you guys, Gunna is just carrying on. He has not said a word about the F the Streets movement.
Gunna's album actually did pretty damn good. Like, he came out of prison. He immediately hit the gym. He immediately got into the studio, started doing like songs. He didn't go out and do a bunch of interviews. He wasn't talking. He wasn't running his mouth like another chatty Cathy that we all know. He wasn't saying nothing. He was just working on his music, keeping his physique, and just dropping an album. And it was actually really good. Like, but they want to look at the numbers. They're like, oh, it didn't do our numbers, so it's trash. Meanwhile, these other like the Atlanta rappers like Young Thug and fucking 21 and Lil Baby, they're all out here making a complete fucking fool of themselves. Just starting unnecessary shit. Just talking about everything. Talking about everybody. Burning bridges left and right. London Bridge is falling down. And the one who had the match was 21 Savage.